What's going on, everybody? I just wanted to record an intro video um, for video game programming, uh, just to go over some basic stuff, class schedules, that kind of thing, so that everything's clear for everybody. First off, welcome. Thank you for signing up for video game programming. Excited to teach it. I love this class. This is a class that we developed here on campus, so it's like uh, important to me, I think, because it's a good, fun way to start a project from nothing, an idea, and figure out the specs of that project and finish that project. So that is a tough process to go through. No matter how much experience you have with it, even if you know what you're supposed to be doing, um, even if you've done it many times before, things go wrong, right? If we look at game development, schedules get pushed back for whatever reason or another. Like Halo Infinite um, was just delayed. I think another total year actually. So I think they were going to do the end of 2020, and now they're talking about 2021, something like that. Uh, in terms of like projects, and timing. Uh, that could have been because of a million different reasons. Who knows for sure? But projects are hard to finish on time, whether it's video game development, writing papers, getting stuff done while you're in college or in a business. It's tough. Okay. Um, I can, from my personal experience, I'm a developer. I have a bunch of clients that I do IT support and websites and that kind of stuff for. And uh, people want a new website, and sometimes that'll be like a year and a half process. There might be a total of 25 or 30 hours of actual work that I did on the website in that year and a half process because people have to go through approval processes that are very long, that involve multiple different groups of people. Things change in that process, and a lot of getting stuff done is being tenacious in some ways, but also understanding, to work in blocks and not go crazy with it. Not wait until 11, 12, November 12th, and start coming up with a game idea. Because basically, the main concept for the class, the main point for the class is to come up with a video game. And whatever that idea is you want for a video game. Okay? So, um, my focus throughout the semester is to teach you Unity and or other game engines that you want to use, some project management, some tech writing, um, and a little bit of grit and blood, sweat, and tears to get a game done that is good. Okay, and this semester things are a little bit different. I'm going to be on site and then remote, on site, remote every other week. So when it was questioned to students what they wanted. About a third wanted in both classes that I'm teaching this semester. About a third wanted on site, a third wanted remote only, and a third didn't answer. So I figured, hey, I'll split it up. I'll do half on site and half remote, meaning um, classes start for everybody remotely on Wednesday, the 19th. Okay, and then classes start in person the week after on the 24th. So for us, for video game programming, the 20th is our first actual class. So on the 20th, we can't meet in person yet, so I'll do a Zoom meeting for the 20th. So sometime before the 20th, on the 18th or 19th, I'll post a link in Canvas to a Zoom meeting for 6 p.m. this Thursday, the 20th. For us to meet, go over this material, that kind of stuff, nothing huge, right? Um, and then um, next week on the 27th, we can be in person, so I will be in person on the 27th. Then on September 3rd, we'll just have a Zoom meeting. On the 10th, I'll be in person. That being said, every week we'll still have a Zoom meeting. So on the 20th, we'll have a Zoom meeting. On the 27th, I'll have a Zoom meeting too. So if you're not going to be in person, you can still participate via Zoom. Okay? So it's really the same thing. You could take the class totally remotely. You could come in. Either way, you're getting a class every week. Okay? And I'll be there for in person anything that you need also. Okay? So these are the official dates. I'll put this in Canvas also as we get closer to the date. I'm recording this on the 16th. So I'll put this stuff in, like after the 19th or something like that. The schedule probably, or later tonight or tomorrow. So it's there, so everybody has it. But I wanted to at least put the videos together now, and kind of describe everything. So this is the schedule every other week. I'll be on campus every week. We'll have a Zoom meeting. We can change from Zoom to Teams or Discord or Slack, anything, whatever you want to do for online meeting. It doesn't really matter to me. I picked Zoom just as a placeholder, something to start with. If we don't like that, we want to use something else, that's cool with me too. Doesn't matter. But we're gonna meet remotely every week, and in person in addition every other week. So that's the schedule. That's gonna be posted in Canvas, so you have that. The syllabus. All right. So if you go under syllabus, you can also check out some Halo Infinite campaign gameplay if you'd like. I like to try to spice things up. Not just a syllabus. How about a little extra content? You know what I mean? Make things a little bit more spicy, a little bit more exciting. So we've got the syllabus itself, video game design and programming. The general idea is we go through Unity, C Sharp, learning how to use that, and then what are we going to do for a game, and how are we going to get that done. So one of the first parts of that is doing some kind of simple game, and this is what we start with. It's super simple. Okay, it looks kind of silly. All right, this one isn't in perfect condition because the apples are. But anyways, simple stuff like that to start with. It's called Apple Picker. We make that work a lot better. Give it a score, dress it up a little bit. But some simple game. I know we all want to do, first person, FPS, but we'll get to that. Right. Start with something simple. Get the concept of a game with mechanics, dynamics, scoring, level, etc. That thing, and then we look at Unity and Unreal Engine and Phaser and other game frameworks. If there's stuff that you're interested in, you want to use a certain game engine, etc., let me know. We can do that. I'm interested in all that kind of stuff, and other collaboration software like Teams, Discord, Slack, etc. I'm into that kind of stuff. Like I said, I picked Zoom just with something to start with. I want to do whatever you guys are into the most. Also, let me plug something real quick. The Global Game Jam, if you haven't heard about this, and game jams in general. Since class is a little bit different this semester, we might be able to do other game jams this semester if we can. It would be super cool to do them. We could do them remotely. We can use remote tools to do them, and that would be super fun to do. I'm excited to try something out. The Global Game Jam is going to be January 29th to 31st in 2021. We'll definitely do that. It'll be our 6th Game Jam on campus. So I'm excited for that. I'm going to try to do 20th Global Game Jam. I really like this. There's 7,000 or 8,000 teams a year that work on this. So we're talking 20 to 30,000 people all over the world at the same time making video games for fun, to learn more about making video games. They make thousands and thousands of games. It's super fun to participate in. We've had people record music, design models in Blender, design artwork, that kind of thing. So we're going to do that again this year. If there's other game jams, other places to post games online when we're done with them, like itch.io, stuff like that. where we can expand what we can do with this class. The main point of the class is a project. So the project is coming up with a video game that you want to make and making it. Okay. Um, I've got all kinds of equipment we can test on. Um, if you want to make that game specifically for Xbox or PlayStation or PC or whatever, I have equipment that you can borrow for that. Uh, Developing it, using machines in 236 or other machines is, our main position to start with. But whatever it is that you're interested in, whatever you want to make, I want to help you to do that. Okay. Um, so I'm excited to make the best games that we can. You can see on, and I'll put links to this stuff in Canvas also. There's games that have been made in the past. Uh, there's tons and tons of them that we've posted online. We've posted a bunch of them in GitHub also. Uh, I've taught this class for a couple years, several years. Um, so we've developed stuff in JavaScript, Unity, Unreal Engine, VR type stuff, Scratch, all kinds of different stuff is possible to develop with. So whatever you want to do is cool with me, and you can all learn from, right? So we can learn from each other in that process. That's one thing. Um, Also, this is a game that I made for a game jam. I think Global Game Jam 2 years ago, something like that, that kind of thing. Um, but putting together some kind of project in, again, Unity, Unreal Engine, that kind of thing, realizing it, finishing it, is always hard work. And you'll always learn something doing that. Um, and you learn more about programming techniques, learn more about project management. So that's really kind of the plan there, and synthesizing some project idea into actual finished builds that work well on devices, right? So the textbook is a super awesome book by a guy named Jeremy Gibson Bond. Introduction to Game Design, Prototyping, and Development. It's great because it goes over the major game analytic frameworks for design. Uh, it has a group of prototypes that show you a lot of games, basic development pieces. It's right in Pitt's library online, so you could grab it right there and take a look at it. So I suggest you do that. Take a look at the Apple Picker, the first prototype. That's what we're starting with. And think of game ideas. And I'll see you soon.